42 ministers from different, from all religions, from synagogues and, Muslim, all over, Catholic, all over. And they have asked, like I'm really a person who really knows how to organize, which I don't. When I came in, ACOR was already organized. So they taught me a thing or 17. But they're always asking me questions about, well, what do you think we should do? And my thing is with them,
come up with some good answers, it sounds like.
I'm always, as I said, I've told Craig this a number of times, that I'm not happy with them. Where they're starting, I'm not happy with them. And when I go to some of their meetings and I ask a question, they're kind of upset. My thing is, did you apply for a grant yet? Yeah. Did you get it? Yeah. What you gonna do with it? That's my question. What are you gonna do with it? And whenever they would say, we want to see you bring in 50 people when you come. And my thing is, it's all these churches. Why don't you tell your congregation to join Power? Why do you take just the people who like to help with the organizing and tell them to build it for you?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm glad you're on it tightly. I'll say this, when I first left ACOR, I get calls from some organizations, some other networks, and some other groups, and they'd say, we want to see if we can sit down and talk to you about, these difficult days and times. I can really raise some money. How do you raise some money? I have a standard answer I gave them on the phone, didn't have to ever go in any meetings, and I'd give it to all of you. If you're going to raise money these days and these times, and you think there's a big boat of it coming, two things you need to have. I think usually it's a ski mask and a gun. If you don't have those two things, good luck to you. Because other than that, I think it's a miracle of faith or something. So one of the things I've learned from over 40 years as an organizer, and I learned it, as a very youngster at working for Welfare Rights. There was, it was in Boston, and they had this one group called Mothers for Justice, and the leader of that group was a woman named Mother McKeever. And the first time I actually was the organizer of the Shrubnik group, they asked everybody who was there, there was about 20 women in Roxbury, to come bring their piece up to the front. And I was the only one not packing. So I think some of you know what I'm saying here. I mean, I could get more clear. So I always paid a lot of attention at that meeting. And one of the things I noticed from, starting as an organizer right there at 20 years old was there's something about magic times that if, there's in that neighborhood, if the meeting's supposed to start at 7:30 and you let it go past 9, or if it's supposed to start at 6:30 and you go past, around 90 minutes, people start getting cranky and itchy, and people start voting with their feet and they're sneaking out, and all of a sudden you were talking to 50 and then you're talking to 40, and then people get mean, and it's a bad thing. So you know what? I really like to, do this on all meetings I go to, and once again, now that I don't have to answer to a whole lot of members here in the United States, I pretty much get to do it. We're getting about that time when you would have expected this meeting would have been over. So I'm going to stay here. I'm going to talk to anybody who wants to talk to me, but those of you who want to leave and have enjoyed yourself, I hope you do leave. And here's the other thing I'm going to say. So if you decide, and I think I've already been clear, I eat what I kill. So this actually, is how I support organizing now, is selling books and stuff like that. And I'm not afraid to ask. Moving the Merc, as the canvassers used to say. This is $25 right here. Signed, same price. Don't tell me your last name. I go with first names. I don't care how long I've known you. I make you spell it. Because there's nothing more embarrassing than having $25 and then misspelling the name because you think you knew it with a Y or an IE or something fancy. Battle for New Orleans, 20. It's just as good as this book. Just as good. This is a hardback. This is what it cost. This is not. This is what it cost. Global Grassroots, 15. It's, you know, same thing. Has the same value. It's no special bargain. I'm not trying to just move this particular category of book. It's just these are what they cost. So anybody wants to buy them, they're going to be over there. Craig's grabbing one. Maybe he's going to help me sell them. I hope you have change, and I'm glad to sign them. But mainly, I'm glad you happened to come down. It's good to see old friends. It's good to see some of, you know, some people who, I thought you were about to tell a Grover Wright story. I was thinking, how many times can you hear a Grover Wright story? I'm so ready for that. There's still a picture in my office of Maud Hurd and Bill Clinton cracking open that house, you know, in Philadelphia when he was running for president. So, right. But it's good to see everybody. I thank you. I thank you for all the work you're doing. Yeah, right. Okay.